I think it's possible that we'll get a complication in some of the supply chains. One of the issue will be the raw materials for batteries, that's for sure. The good thing is that we knew that before, and since a year and a half, we're working on securing raw materials in the long term. So I think we cover already 80% of the raw material needs from now to 2030. So that was one of the targets that we gave ourselves. And so we source cobalt and copper and nickel and lithium in a sustainable way. So we have been working very, very hard on the purchasing side to do this. So it's going to be complicated, but we're prepared to it.
And you said that recycling part of those batteries and part of these materials is actually going to be extremely crucial for the industry going further to avoid shortages.
Yeah, for two reasons. One is regulation that will kick in on battery earlier. And then, of course, also it's a way to compensate for the scarcity of materials. But in that case, on circular economy, Renault is very, very well positioned because of this decision we made on the plant in Flanders. That is actually probably the biggest circular economy industrial platform in Europe.
One concern coming for the winter is energy shortages, in particular in Europe. How are you preparing as a car manufacturer? Are you putting plans in place to deal potentially with that, and can it impact potentially your production?
Look, we have already reduced year on year 10% the energy consumption as part of a decarbonization ESG project. So ESG is becoming a lever of competitiveness. So it's already a huge, let's say, move, because 10% means basically 2 plants out of the perimeter in terms of energy consumption. In September, we'll be presenting a very revolutionary plan when it comes to energy management at Renault. So we are on it. The good thing this time is that, for us at least, is that 90% or more of our production in Europe is actually based on countries and ecosystems that are in countries that are less dependent from Russian gas, so namely France, Spain, and Romania in Europe. So in this case, I think we have a relatively relative advantage to some of our competitors.
How about your suppliers? Is it potentially?
Normally they are around the plants. Of course, you can never track until the tier 3 supplier. It might create issues, but as the COO of Nissan, I guess it's Ashwani Gupta. I mean, this is the new normal. For we live in times of volatility, unpredictability, and you have to structure the organization in a way to cope with this.